Boys and girls, uh, this could be a roller coaster. So let's start off with, "G'day, mates. This is some dingo talk." Wait. Scratch all of that. Scratch all of that.
I
This.
will hang up right now, Don. I will.
Okay, let's not start off on the wrong. I apologize, sir. Let's start off on the right foot. This is Sir to Pot with Don Kincaid and our very special guest, Jeremy Lacroix. Lacroix. Welcome to the show, my friend.
Thanks, Don. Appreciate
Absolutely. We do have a rocky relationship at the shows and such. I do want to say you have a beautiful smile. You're a gorgeous young man.
that. You almost got me blushing here. I hate your guts.
Oh, yeah, that would be cool. But you're one of these young upcomers that have kind of come up. We go from generation to generation in the business, and we've been getting some of the young talent on and scheduling them up for STP. And we had to snatch up Jeremy Lacroix right off the ripper. I mean, I know we got Super Fro before you. Sorry. But here we are. Super Fro, another young, fine talent upcoming. But look,
when you say the word young talent, the only face that should come to mind is this one right here. The place that I'm going to go, even before this year is up.
Okay.
Don, I'm going to be everywhere in 2025. 2026, I'm going to be signed.
Oh.
Promise.
Okay.
Either signed or in Japan. Either way, I'm a happy man kicking ass.
Oh, wow. You gave us a couple things to bite on because we only have a small, short, bite-sized time with one Jeremy Lacroix. So I have a couple things to ask of what you said. And first off, let's start with the name because 9 out of 10 people say it wrong, me included. Why Jeremy Lacroix? Where does it come from? What does it mean? What's going on?
Listen. Here's how it's spelled. L-A space capital C R-O-I-X. It is French Canadian. Pretty Poppy. French Canadian. I'm not French. I would never associate myself with those scum people. I hate the French. They're terrible. Wow. French Canadians, however, like myself, beautiful people, obviously very likable. Okay. It means the cross in French.
Oh, the cross.
Basically, I'm a child of God. I'm a divine gift to wrestling. You should be thanking the man upstairs. I'm even on this podcast.
Oh,
you're getting the best talent that you've ever had on this podcast right now. I hope you know that. Better than Super Fro, better than Pretty Poppy, especially.
You seem to have a little something going on with Pretty Poppy. We can jump into that.
Listen. That guy wants to talk his smack on Facebook like I wouldn't beat his ass in the middle of the ring. I would snatch his single leg, go behind, cross-face him until he cried, tap the mat, and stop the match.
Oh. Wow. So you already
answer your question?
Yeah, you already have this all planned out, obviously, with one Pretty Poppy and Jeremy Lacroix.
Every time I meet another wrestler, I plan out how I can beat their ass.
Okay. Very precise. Already has a game plan at the ready. Jeremy Lacroix, you've come through the ranks. We like to find out where the talents have been trained and have come up and see who their trainers are and such.
Look no further, my good man. Look no further, because here.
PAPW.
Professional wrestling.
Wow.
The only school that matters. Thank you very much.
All right.
You can at me, TOS. TOS versus PAPW.
What? Why are we calling out like that? Holy cow, Mr. Lacroix.
No. I'm not a representative for PAPW. You're gonna have to ask Marcel Williams if we're ever gonna invade there. Unfortunately, but
okay.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, because Marcel Williams Showtime right now is at the top of the food chain, if you will. at PAPW, Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling, out of East Haven, Connecticut, 662 East Coast, East Co. Ave, COE, East Co. Ave. Fine facility, Paul Roma, Mario Mancini. We have a couple others involved down there.
Chris Battle, Chris Mooch, Richard Holiday, Flash, Kai. Even though I hate Flash and Kai with my whole heart and soul, they do help the rookies, unfortunately. If you could call that helping them. I prefer wrestling other than what they do, but
So you hate them more than you hate me, which is a plus for me.
Listen, Don, if there is one person or two people, should I say, in this world that I hate, it's Miracle Generation. Okay.
Wow.
So you can rest assured. I still hate you, but just it's on a different scale. There's you, and then there's Miracle Generation, which is just every day I wake up and I remember that they are still around, and I get sad and angry.
And angry. Disdain for MG. Wow. Okay. So you've come up through the ranks of PAPW down in East Haven. I see that you're spreading your wings and we're starting to go from place to place here. So it seems like you've got a good foot under you and you're doing some stuff. I just saw you in a gauntlet match, which you almost won, but
gauntlet match, triple threat match, you mean?
Triple threat match. I'm sorry. I only have one brain cell.
I see on Facebook you loved the way I lost, huh? You loved to post about that.
That was kind of fun.
Me,
Okay.
Why are you doing that, Don? Explain.
Didn't you?
It got 20 likes. It's your most liked post in the last 3 months, so that's probably
I know.
why, huh?
I know a whole 20. I'm cooking now, as the chef would say. I'm cooking.
You're so funny.
Some of the fans got a little kick out of it. That's all. Just a little kick out of it.
You think I care what the fans like or dislike?
No, you don't give a rat's ass.
Exactly, Don. Now you're starting to speak.
Do you have any promotions in Jeremy Lacroix and Brain Skull up here that you're really looking to debut in, if you will?
Oh, absolutely. RWA in Massachusetts. I've been looking to branch out over there.
Okay.
Tetsu Professional Wrestling still needs to be invaded by real catch wrestling. So I'm gonna
six-sided ring.
I don't care. I don't hit the ropes or go off the top because I'm a wrestler.
Oh.
Professional wrestler. Remember? Not professional acrobat. Wrestler. Yeah? Say it with me. Ready? Wrestler. Say it.
Wrestler.
Good.
Wrestler. Professional.
That's what I am.
Wrestler. Professional wrestler. Catches can catch, can catch a can catcher. Right? Something like that, right? But anywho, when we're meeting the talent, because not all the boys and girls, I mean, there may be only one person that watches this. It could be, my Papa Kincaid. You never know. It could be the 20 people that like the Jeremy Lacroix picture. But for the boys and girls that don't know you, there is in the world of wrestling, the face being the good guys that we like to cheer and have fun with. Then there's the heel, the bad guys that we like to boo. And we kind of do a little dance and song and song and dance and stuff. You seem to walk and we talk about connection with the fans. And no matter if you hate the fans or if you love the fans, you still have to make a connection once you walk through that curtain. Mr. Lacroix, at your tender young career here, you are connecting with many fans, but in your own way. Why have you taken this path of nefarious acts and bad attitude and strong language? But again, when you come to that curtain, we know what to do with Jeremy Lacroix, which is, boo you.
Let me tell you something, Don. The industry today, especially around here, is full of people that don't want to give it their all and that don't love it more than they love anything else.
Okay.
When I say I love wrestling more than life itself, I mean it. If I died in that ring tomorrow, I would be happy.
Wow.
Because what I live to do is wrestle. I don't care if the fans like what I do. Most of the time they don't, so they can shove it. I don't care. What I want to do, get in the ring, show everybody I'm the best wrestler around, and win.
Oh.
Does that answer your question, Don?
Very loudly, yes. You're yelling at the boys and girls. I mean, we don't have to. I mean, but you,
Don, you want to get me riled up and you expect me to... Don, what are you drinking?
I am drinking Pepsi out of a heel shit etched glass.
Okay, that's kind of cool. A little bit.
That's pretty fire, right? Come on. That's fire. Come on.
A little tiny bit.
All right.
Not a lot, though.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Let it get to your head. Let's move on.
Okay. Thank you for that. At least that little bit of props. Now going to different places after you have left, per se, the nest or home base, and you start getting into these other promotions against competitors you haven't been in a ring with, at promotions you haven't been to. You don't know how they are. There's bad stories and good stories of maybe not getting the envelope at the end of the night for stupid reasons, or just the way they, act in their own company. It's got to be very nerve-wracking as an athlete and a competitor to leave home base and do these things. Please talk to us, the fans, because we are not the athletes that are doing this. Does it really get you going? Do you get nervous going from place to place that are debuting with Croix?
Excuse me. So usually I'm on the road for 2.5 to 3 hours for one of my shows. And during that time, I'm listening to music, of course, but I'm zoning out and I'm thinking about, when I get there, what am I going to do? Am I going to be setting up the ring? Am I going to be helping out, setting up the show? As much as I hate doing that with all of my heart and soul. Or am I just going to be showing up, wrestling, and leaving? Either way, my thought process is the same. I'm here because I love this. It's not for money, obviously, because we get next to nothing if we're being real. But, it's not about that. It's about a bunch of people that have had a dream since the time they were kids, growing up, fulfilling that dream, and realizing that it's much harder than they could have ever imagined, but still doing it anyway, because it's our dream. That's what we do. That's what I do. And I don't care if I get paid $30. I don't care if I get paid nothing. I don't care if a promoter gives me $70, says, fill up that gas tank, have a bite to eat too. That's great. Don't care. Did I wrestle? Yes. Life is good.
We speak about the passion and the sacrifices that it takes in order to get to that platform that the boys and girls want to get to, being the WWEs and the AEWs and the New Japans and such. Talk to us, because again, and I know we speak on your early career, could you please tell us how long you've been active at this point?
Active meaning active debuted or active training?
Give us both. When did you start training? Where we at now? And then when did you actively have your first match to where we are now?
So I made my debut in, I believe, March this year.
Okay.
It was March. I think it was March 18th. Around that date. It was against Kevin Kidd in a losing effort. That was after I started training back in September of 2023. So I've been doing over a year now, I guess. Basically training 4 nights a week, wrestling. Now I wrestle basically every weekend. I'm beyond blessed to have promotions that are, I've done ring crew at a lot of places. I'm beyond blessed to have promoters that actually wanted to take a chance on me, such as Caleb Seltzer over at Rebel Spirit. He's given me 2 of my highest profile matches to date against Steven Stetson and Brad Baylor. My partner, actually, this Saturday, I wrestled her. Oh, crazy enough.
PAPW is kind of WrestleMania, no?
PAPW's biggest show of the year. You want to know why? Because I'm on it with Brad Baylor. Me and Brad Baylor against Miracle Bummeration. Can you believe it? Can you? It's amazing. It's amazing. Like, it's a match made in heaven. Who wouldn't want to see beautiful Brad Baylor and the last of his kind, Jeremy Lacroix? Who wouldn't want to see them tag?
I have to
It's
say,
money. It's cash. It's moolah. It's tickets. It's butts in seats.
I did pop when I saw that graphic, to be honest with you.
Right?
I did.
Because that's the match you want to see.
That's a good one. Yeah.
There's so many great matches on that show. So many. An Australian chairs match with that bum on your shirt, Alan Compass.
Hey!
What? Bum!
Hey!
Alan Compass.
Wow.
I hate Alan Compass.
Wow. Why? Because he calls you Lacroix?
I hope Sylvan hits Alan Compass as many times as humanly possible with a barbed wire steel chair or whatever's attached to that steel chair in this Australian chairs match that they're having next weekend. I cannot wait to see it. It will be my heart's joy.
Wow. That's strong there.
Yep.
I want to rewind on the timeline for a minute because we talked fandom to make that passion and drive want the boys and girls to become wrestlers on a higher platform. Now, back some time, I've seen one Jeremy Lacroix at the shows as a fan. We've always said hi. We've even sat next to each other on a few occasions at a couple different promotions, actually. And I'm sure you're aware of such, yeah?
Yeah.
And let me tell you, boys and girls, he reminds me of someone so much as a fan before he got into the business.
Who?
Being one Miggy Stripes. Now, Miggy Stripes was a very, listen to me, my friend, was a very, very passionate and boisterous fan. And I saw you and him almost collectively as one when I saw you as a fan ever before you got into the business. And now that you have been in the business and I have kind of gone back in my one brain cell in the data banks, it warms my ever-loving heart to remember the talent at such a time and how the similarities but different paths of one Miggy Stripes and one Jeremy Lacroix.
Who's Miggy Stripes?
Oh, shit! You could not just say that with, oh my God.
Are you talking about Miguel the Ref?
No, L Ref at PAPW, that would be L Ref. We're talking Ref Miggy Stripes, PVP. He's been all over the place. Miggy Stripes. He's been here. He's been there.
Oh my God, I've definitely met him.
Oh wow. But anywho,
I know this person by a different name than you do. I guarantee it.
Oh, well, I don't want to put his shoot name out there. I sound dirty.
No, that's weird, Don.
Yeah.
Be weird, Don. Weird. All right.
Jeremy
no
Lacroix.
Weirdos loud, Don.
Yeah, as we see that face. Talk to us about who got you into wrestling, because my dad, Papa Kincaid, he got me all warmed up into wrestling. Give us some of that.
My dad too.
Yeah.
Remember the first time I watched it, it was probably because my brother put it on. I was like 3 years old. I think it was an episode of Raw. I'm not positive though. But ever since then, John Cena was my guy until I was like 8, and then I started getting cool and liking Jeff Hardy. But now the only wrestler I really like is myself. So it's funny how that works. I really think that I'm the only one worth liking.
Okay. We talk about looking at footage, you're only 8 months in actively right now. Do you look back at your footage to kind of, see what's up?
Funny thing, Don, I was just sitting in this parking lot. I watched my second match ever with Hunter Tarka. And then I watched one of my recent matches at UWE Boston, formerly UFO Boston, with Damian Black.
Okay.
And I went from getting my ass kicked to kicking ass. And all it took was just a little more confidence in myself.
Mm-hmm. That is something that you do not lack, is confidence, my friend.
Why wouldn't I?
I know. Do you consider yourself the whole package as a and I know we're very young. You have a lot to do. You have a lot to evolve into. You're a young man, and you will. I can't even imagine you in just alone 2 years. Never mind 5 or 10 years. Do you feel you're an all-around wrestler? Do you have a classification for Jeremy Lacroix as a wrestler?
You said it just now. I'm a wrestler. I go in there and I perform wrestling moves. I feel like as a whole, we've forgotten what wrestling really is. It's the art of subduing another man, putting his shoulders on the mat for 3 seconds. Mm-hmm. The way to do that is to overpower him, take him down to the mat, twist his joints, put him through pain, and put his shoulders on the mat. There's no back flips. There's no front flips. There's no frog splashes. No flipping pile drivers. You take him down, make him tap, or you suplex him all over the ring until they can't get up. That's what I do. I don't need the damn ropes. I don't need to dive over the top to the outside. I go to the outside, I punch you in the face, I elbow you in the face, and then I throw you into the post. You know why? Because I'm not dumb. I'm smart. I'm a smart person. I don't need to do that stuff for the fans or for the high risk, high reward, or big crash and burn. Because it's dumb to do that stuff. And I am not dumb. I am a wrestler. A wrestler's wrestler.
Okay.
All right?
A wrestler's wrestler. That might be the title of this episode. Or the disdain of for MG. I'm not sure. I'm kind of...
Or the guy in your shirt. I really hate a lot of people in PAPW, come to think of it.
It seems a theme at your home base. You hate a lot of your peers.
Almost all of them, actually.
Oh, wow. We have about 4 minutes. Now, give me somebody you do like, please.
Let me tell you who I like.
Please.
This guy has been impressing the hell out of me. I like this guy. His name is Johnny Medina.
Oh.
Let me tell you something. I hate that scumbag Ryan Frost, and watching Johnny Medina batter his leg so bad that he had to be helped out of the building. Oh my God, it was the best thing that I've ever watched, Don. I loved it. And then he did the same exact thing to Giorgio Lawrence at Training Day 50. Oh my God, it was glorious. It was spectacular. It was beautiful. It really was, Don. It just that's somebody that I would associate with, and I do not say that lightly. All right,
it's
very few people whom I would associate with.
Okay, so you would associate with a Johnny Medina because he maims other competitors.
Yes, he does. Yes,
wow.
He does.
Wow,
I love it.
Wow, we've seen a true side of one Jeremy Lacroix, if you will, right at the tail end of this. I know we had a very short bubble here to sit with you. Is there anything we didn't speak of that you'd like to touch upon before we do ask you one question and then let you go?
Yeah. Show up on Saturday because you're gonna see me and Brad Baylor beat Miracle Generation's ass. Okay.
Mm,
It's gonna be bad, man. It's gonna be really bad.
okay.
All right. There's gonna be brutality on display that you've never seen before. Okay.
Well, I wouldn't want to go to see brutality that I've never seen before, especially, Brad, Brad Baylor. I don't, but anyways, please, boys and girls, check out the event that Mr. Lacroix has been speaking of. Look up Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling. They're based out of East Haven, Connecticut at 662 East Co. COE. East Co. Ave. This is their WrestleMania. There is an amazing card setup. The graphics are all out there for the world to see. I will be at a show previous in the afternoon. We may do double duty. I'm not positive. So please, Mr. Lacroix.
Are you talking about Legacy Timeless?
I am talking about Legacy as Timeless
Who
on the
else
same
will
day.
be at that?
Yes.
You're not
So.
the only double duty holder over here.
Oh, shit. So I am going to see you that night. Isn't that a joy?
Oh, you're gonna see me anyway, bud.
Mr. Lacroix, before we let you go, we need to have the boys and girls know where we can find Jeremy Lacroix. Give us your Twitter, your face page, your Pornhub, whatever you have available. Give us those hints.
You wish I had a porn. It is JLack himself on Instagram and Twitter, and it is Jeremy Lacroix on YouTube. I have a playlist with all of my matches on it, and it is Jeremy Lacroix on Facebook. I am most active on Instagram. You'll mostly hear me talk my shit there.
All right. Maybe I'll have to get back into Graham and get Lacroix on his shit. Boys and girls, this was only 30 minutes, but holy shit sticks. Did we pack a bunch in only a half hour? So maybe we'll have to do a little revisit with a Mr. Lacroix and maybe pull another half hour out of him in the very near future as we get our schedule rolling on STP. Mr. Lacroix? Oh, maybe. That's not a no, boys and girls. I appreciate you taking the time out of your life with the sacrifices and everything you've got going on to become a successful singles wrestler as you sit right now at the training facility, PAPW. Thank you so much for spending the time with us, and we appreciate it.
Thanks, Don. You should feel lucky to have me. You really were. All right, I'm gonna go train now.
Okay, it was our pleasure. This is Stir the Pot with Don Kincaid and our very special guest, Jeremy Lacroix.